Good day, dear students. Let's begin our lesson. Today's theme is environmental protection. Write down in your copybooks the theme, please. Добрый день, дорогие студенты! Начинаем наше занятие. Наша сегодняшняя тема называется «Защита окружающей среды». Напишите тему. First of all, let's speak about plan. Introduction. Введение. The main problems of ecology. Основные проблемы экологии. Air pollution, water pollution, radiation, earthquakes, the problem of forest felling, the problem of biological variety, global warming, the hole in the ozone layer. Instruction, ways of removal and utilization of the rubbish, and conclusion. Before speaking about ecology, about environmental protection, let's write down the new words in your copybooks, please. Write down vocabulary. First word – environment. Окружающая среда – environment. Protection. Protection. Защита. Protection. Surroundings. Surroundings. Окружение. Development. Development. Развитие. Crowded. Переполненный. Crowded. Nuclear. Ядерный. Nuclear. Ядерный. Pollution. Загрязнение. Pollution. Noise. Шум. Noise. Destruction. Разрушение. Destruction. Alarming. Тревожный. Alarming. Acid rain. Кислотный дождь. Acid rain. To suffer from. Страдать от. To suffer from. Страдать от. Depletion. Истощение. Depletion. Ozone. Озон. Ozone. Layer. Слой. Layer. To protect. Защищать. To protect. Защищать. Ultraviolet, ультрафиолетовый. Ultraviolet, ультрафиолетовый. Ray, луч, ray. To damage, портить, наносить ущерб, to damage. Chlorofluorocarbons, хлорофторуглеводы. Chlorofluorocarbons. To release, выбрасывать, release. Refrigerator, холодильник, refrigerator. Conditioner, кондиционер, conditioner. To increase, возрастать. To increase. Skin, кожа. Cancer, рак. To weaken, ослаблять. Immune, иммунная, immune. Danger, опасность, danger. To fill, заполнять, to fill. Waste, отходы, waste. Chemical, химический, chemical. Fertilizer, удобрение, fertilizer. Pesticide, пестицид, pesticide. To die, умирать, to die. Following, следующий, following. Brink, край, край обрыва, край пропасти, brink. Extinction, вымирание, extinction. Now let's first of all speak about introduction. Our Earth is the beautiful home for living beings, common for all the humanity forever. The number of the plant's population is increasing constantly, but the technical progress not only for the people's welfare, but also threatens the life itself. When people pursue great profits, they often act unwisely, destroy nature, pollute the environment. The poisoning of air, land, and oceans is the fastest spreading disease of civilization. Now, let's pay attention to the air, land, and ocean poisoning. First of all, it's air pollution. Air pollution is a community problem. Cars, trucks, buses, and airplanes are the worst polluters. They send partly banned gases into the air. Air can be also polluted by smoke and gas from factories. Dirt, smoke, and gas in the air may be carried away by wind and by air currents, or settle over as a blanket of smoke. Pay attention to these pictures. In the first picture, you can see the green nature. There is a river, trees. As for the second picture, there you can see a lot of cars in the street of a city and also electrical equipment. As for the last picture, there is the air is so smoky weather. The reason of it is a lot of factories. Water pollution. Water pollution is caused by dumping wastes into lakes, rivers, and other bodies of water. Harmful wastes may also get into the soil. or a drain of fields that have been sprayed with pesticides. Pesticides are often used to kill insects and weeds in cities or on farms. Polluted water can spread many diseases. Also, pay attention to the pictures. At the fourth picture, you can see the river, also the green nature, trees, and the sun. The sky is very beautiful. And as for the second and the third pictures, there is a lot of pollution in the water. It's very bad for our nature, not only nature, also for us. Radiation. You also know the word radiation. Radiation has become one of the main problems. There are some atomic power stations in our country. It is even a greater disaster for the world. We all remember about Chernobyl catastrophe and its tragic results. Many people who fought against that fire and received a certain dose of radiation are individuals now. In the history, you know the information about Chernobyl and about tragic results. And radiation also very bad for people. The follow. It's earthquakes. Earthquakes is too difficult to forecast them, and many scientists devote themselves to protect our lives. Earthquakes. Also, the first reason of earthquakes is our activity in this planet. The problem of forest filling. Our forests are disappearing because they are cut down or burnt. If this trend continues, one day we won't have enough oxygen to breathe. We won't see a beautiful green forest at all. For example, for the first picture, you can see a lot of trees in the forest. Also, in our country, in our district, you can see a lot of forest trees. At the second picture, there is cut down trees. As for the third picture, it's very worse, because in this picture you can see any trees. There is no trees. There is no forest. Then, the problem of biological variety. Every 10 minutes, one kind of animals, plants or insect dies out forever. If nothing is done about it, 1 million species that are alive today may soon become extinct. Now let's pay attention to these animals. Animals from Red Book. You also know the name Red Book. We must save them. The first animal, it is a cheetah. The second, snow leopard. And the third, it is a koala. Not only these animals are is disappearing, another animals and birds are disappearing day by day. Global warming, also one reason. Each time we burn gasoline, oil, coal, or every natural gas, more carbon dioxide is added to the atmosphere. The greenhouse effect is what's causing the temperature of the earth to rise and creating many problems that will begin to take place in the coming decades. For example, also there is one picture for you. At the first picture there is 1090 years, and the second picture there is a 2000 years. Between this picture 1 century, 100 years. And at the first picture there is so frosty earth, icy mountains, and as for the second picture, there you can see rivers, little rivers, a little snow and ice on the top of the mountain. The hole in the ozone layer. Ozone absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiation, which is produced by sun. Ultraviolet radiation can damage cells of living things, plants, animals, and people. The damage of ozone has been caused by complex chemical reactions involving chlorine and bromine. Pay attention to these pictures. Between them you can see the hole. At the first picture there is a little hole, and as for the second picture the hole is come more and more. How can we keep our earth clean? First of all, don't buy drinks in plastic bottles. Save your family newspapers. Find out how to recycle newspapers in your area. The third, save water. The best time to water is early is morning. If there is a leaky tap, in your house, get someone to fix them. Follow, turn off the light when you leave the room. Turn off the TV or stereo when you are not watching or listening. And don't cut wildflowers. Dear students, today we have known a lot of information about environmental protection. At home, you should know a lot of new words, the new words by heart. The second, you should also know information about all kinds of pollution, about air pollution, water pollution, about hull, about oceans, about forests, earthquakes, and so on. And now our lesson is over. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.